I traded some awesome G.I. Joe figures for some awesome games coming up on the Big Retro Show. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Los from the Big Retro Show here in the Retro Cave. I know it's been a while since I've done a video with the, classic Big Retro Show backdrop, but this is the classic Big Retro Show backdrop, the one that I've been using now since I began the show. And I figured it would be a good time to do one because I traded some cool toys for some even cooler video games. And I got this hookup from my friend Rick, who is a local dealer. He has a bunch of video games, a bunch of rare video games, and a bunch of action figures. And throughout the year, I've been collecting G.I. Joe Confidential action figures. But the thing about that is that they take up space. They take up a lot of space, and I built up a pretty good collection of these action figures. And I'll show you a photo of them that I sent over to Rick when we were negotiating the trade. But Rick accepted the trade and decided to, give me some cool video games. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I picked up in exchange for these action figures. So the very first thing that I'm going to show you here is a classic Nintendo game. This is Cristalis. This is, I believe, a hidden gem on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I've seen a couple of you guys out there talk about this. I know that Back in the Day Gamer was talking about Cristalis, and he was talking about playing it and stuff. And this is a good game. This is kind of like a overhead action RPG. It's got everything you could want in a game. It's made by SNK, and it is a fun game. I grew up playing this game back in the day, and I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I've been, throughout my travels, I've been trying to find this game out in the wild, and I just could not find it. I saw this, though, in one of Rick's postings on Facebook Marketplace, and I said, dude, I need to have this game. And so this is a pickup that I'm extremely happy about because I grew up playing with this game. I have a nostalgic connection to it. Is it the best game ever? Probably not, but it is a damn fine Zelda-like action RPG. I highly recommend it. The next items I'm going to show you are a bunch of Super Nintendo games. We're going to kick it off with Shaq Fu. This is a game that I actually never played back in the day, but it got a lot of negative press. It got a lot of hate from gaming journalists back in the day. But, not knowing any better, knowing what I know now about journalists, this game might be the best game ever. I'm showing you footage of this game here, and, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. But it's got the Shaq Fu brand, and I figured, what the hell, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to try this game out. Next up is Urban Strike. For those who have been watching the channel for a long time now, you guys know that I am a big fan of the Strike series. In this game, Urban Strike was the third game in the Strike series on the 16-bit consoles. This is an awesome game. The action takes place this time not in some remote jungle. It takes place on American soil. And in this game, you get to pilot different aircraft. You get to do different missions on American soil, and I love this game. I've never played it, though, on the Super Nintendo. I've always been kind of a Genesis guy and liked playing these games on the Sega Genesis, but I think that this game is worthy of a pickup as I'm growing my Super Nintendo collection. Up next is a game that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Super Return of the Jedi. This game rocks. I love these games on the Super Nintendo dating back to Super Star Wars. I beat Super Empire Strikes Back. Telesplash Gaming sent me the challenge to beat it, and I did beat it. And now I want to take on this game again. I have beaten this game back in the day. It's Super Return of the Jedi. I mean, what's not to love about this game? You get to be different characters in Star Wars, everyone from Han Solo to Chewbacca. I think you get to be Princess Leia in this too. And it's a fun game. I love this game. The graphics are top-notch. The sound is top-notch. The enemies and level design, they're excellent. I mean, not a lot can be said about this game that hasn't already been said, and so Super Return of the Jedi, very happy to add that to my collection. And the final Super Nintendo game that I picked up is a game that I have been wanting to pick up for quite a while now, and that is Turtles in Time, dubbed Turtles 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, the classic beat 'em up on the Super Nintendo. I can't believe that I did not have this in my collection. And this is another game that, I've played back in the day on and off and beat it, enjoyed it, but I didn't actually have it in my collection. And so I figured, you know what? I'm going to pick this up. This is worthy of a pickup. This is one of these games that are extremely pricey, in my opinion. But since I was doing this trade with Rick for all these cool games, I figured I'm going to pick this up too, because this is a classic beat 'em up. It is an awesome game. Love this game. It is, on par with the arcade version of the game, I think. And I think it's a little bit slightly better than the Hyperstone Heist on the Sega Genesis, to be honest with you, because of the Mode 7 graphics, guys. You can toss Foot Clan soldiers to the screen. I think that's awesome. I think it made, made the Super Nintendo flex its Mode 7 muscles. And so, yeah, man, Turtles in Time. Love this game. All right, and the next thing I'm going to show you is a controller that I've been wanting to add to my collection because I am such a huge Street Fighter 2 fan. And that is the official Street Fighter Anniversary Edition controller. Check it out, check it out. This is the Akuma version of the controller. And Rick had this in his collection, and I thought that this is a pretty cool add-on to have, and it's a perfect controller to play because it's a 6-button controller for the PS2, and you can play it with the Street Fighter 15th Anniversary, which I also own for the PS2. I figured, why not play Street Fighter 2 the way that it was meant to be played with a 6-button controller? Because of course you know that the PS2 controller, the button schematic is not laid out in a 6-button classic Street Fighter 2 mode joystick. And so I figured this is a good pickup to have. It's a good collector's item. I mean, check it out. The box and everything, it's got great details, and it comes with, this comic book that Rick gave me. It's a Street Fighter comic book. It's still in its packaging. It was part of the controller, and I think this is a pretty good pickup and worthy of a trade for all those G.I. Joes that I purchased throughout the year. So anyways, guys, that's my big trade. Now, did I make a good choice? Let me know in the comments. I mean, on one hand, you got a bunch of G.I. Joe Classified action figures, and on the other hand, you have all of these awesome video games. I think I made the right decision here, because again, I have no room for these things, and really, there's really no use for them. Right? I mean, they're action figures. It's not like I'm gonna open them up and play and act out the battles because I'm a grown-ass man. Oh man, reminds me of Darth Helmet when he was playing with the action figures in of course the classic movie Spaceballs. But anyways, guys, I think I made a good decision here. You guys got to let me know in the comments if I made the right choice by letting go of these G.I. Joe Confidential action figures, and let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and give me a comment below. And until the next one, guys, I will see you on The Big Retro Show. Peace!